Hi boys and girls, welcome back. I am super excited for today's video lesson. We are not only going to read one of my favorite books, we're going to talk about one of my favorite reading skills. Okay, this reading skill is brand new to us this year and this is the first time we're learning it, but I promise you it's not going to be the last time. This reading skill is called drawing conclusions, or when you get into the upper grades, we call it inferencing. Now, that's a really fancy word, so in first grade, we just call it drawing conclusions. Now, drawing conclusions is taking what you already know and clues from a story to figure out what happens. And I really like this skill because it's almost like you're a detective. The story's not going to come out and say, hey, this is what's happening. We as readers need to figure out what they're trying to tell us. So we kind of get to put on our detective hats and figure it out. So this skill again is called drawing conclusions or inferencing. It's taking what you already know about a topic and using clues from the story, whether it's words or pictures, to figure out what is happening. Okay, so to practice drawing conclusions, like I said, I'm super excited. We are going to use one of my absolute favorite books, and it is called I Want My Hat Back by Jon Klassen. And actually, I just read this book for the first time a couple years ago. And the first time I read it to my class was to practice this skill. And when I read it and I put the clues together, I was a detective and I figured out what happened. I kind of just did one of these because I did not see that coming. And I hope you guys kind of have that moment while you're watching the story and listening and you're putting together what you already know and clues from the story to figure out what's going to happen. And I hope you guys kind of have the or your jaw drops and you're like, oh no, that happened. I hope you guys are able to figure that out because like I said, this is one of my favorite books and it's perfect for teaching this skill. Okay, so I want my hat back and we're gonna practice drawing conclusions or inferencing, taking what you already know and then using clues from the story to figure out what happens. Because like I said, the story's not gonna come out and say, hey, this happened. We as readers need to figure out what they're trying to tell us. Okay, super, super excited for this story. And I hope you guys like this story just as much as I do and all the kids I've had in the past who I've read this to. All right, so here is our main character, Bear. My hat is gone. I want it back. Have you seen my hat? No. I haven't seen your hat. Okay, thank you anyways. Have you seen my hat? No, I have not seen any hats around here. Okay, thank you anyway. I don't know if you could tell, but in the story, the bear, his text is black, and the new character he talks to, it's kind of whatever color that animal is. So in the last page, it was a fox, and the fox is kind of orangish red. So the text was kind of orangish red. Now he's talking to a frog, and the frog's text that he's talking is green. All right. Take a look at this. Have you seen my hat? No. Why are you asking me? I haven't seen it. I haven't seen any hats anywhere. I would not steal a hat. Don't ask me any more questions. Okay, thank you anyways. Do you guys just see what happened here? Have you seen my hat? I haven't seen anything all day. I've been trying to climb this rock. Would you like me to lift you on top of it? Yes, please. What a nice bear. Okay, now he's talking to Snake. Have you seen my hat? I saw a hat once. It was blue and round. My hat doesn't look like that. Thank you anyways. Have you seen my hat? What is a hat? Thank you anyway. Now Bear's kind of just giving up. Nobody has seen my hat. What if I never see it again? What if nobody ever finds it? My poor hat. I miss it so much. What is the matter? I've lost my hat and nobody has seen it. What does your hat look like? It is red and pointy and I have seen my hat. I'm not going to say anything. Look at, those are all the animals he talked to, and look at Bear running back. Because he knows he saw an animal with his hat. You stole my hat. Okay. This is where we need to inference or draw a conclusion as to what happened. I love my hat. Excuse me, have you seen a rabbit wearing a hat? No, why are you asking me? I haven't seen him. I haven't seen any rabbits anywhere. I would not eat a rabbit. Don't ask me any more questions. Okay, thank you anyways. Oh my gosh. So I, of course, am not going to tell you what happened. You, as a reader, you need to take what you already know and the clues from the story to draw a conclusion and figure out what happened. So the end of the story, what was that animal? The squirrel, he asks, have you seen a rabbit wearing a hat? And Bear goes, no, why are you asking me? I haven't seen him. I haven't seen any rabbits anywhere. I would not eat a rabbit. Don't ask me any more questions. And Squirrel says, okay, thank you anyways. Kind of just like earlier in the story when Bear runs into Rabbit and he asks, have you seen my hat? And clearly he has his hat, but Rabbit's response is, no, why are you asking me? I haven't seen it. I haven't seen any hats anywhere. I would not steal a hat. Don't ask me any more questions. So now it is your job as the reader or the listener to draw a conclusion and tell me what happened. Okay, take what you already know and the big clues from the story to draw a conclusion and tell me what happened. I know this story is very short, but I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And like I said, I hope this is the first time you read this story and you were kind of like, no. Because if you had that moment, I already know you drew the correct conclusion of what happened. All right, I can't wait to hear your responses of what you think or what you know happened to Little Rabbit.